Hello, here we have to solve 4x squared plus 9 is equal to 0. We can solve for x squared and use the square root property. So we have 4x squared plus 9. Let's do inverses in reverse. So let's minus 9 on both sides. And we get 4x squared is equal to negative 9. Let's do an inverse of multiplying by 4 by dividing by 4 on both sides. 4 out of 4 cancel into 1 and we get x squared is equal to negative 9 out of 4. On this step, let's do square root property. If we have u to the second is equal to d, then u itself is equal to positive or negative square root of d. So if we have x squared is equal to negative 9 out of 4, x itself will be equal to positive or negative square root of negative 9 out of 4. Let's simplify this. We will have x is equal to positive or negative. Let's separate the radical and have square root of negative 9 out of square root of 4. This will give us x is equal to positive or negative. Let's separate the square root of negative 9 into square root of 9 times square root of negative 1 out of square root of 4 is 2. This will give us x is equal to positive or negative square root of 9 is 3. Square root of negative 1 is I out of 2. So our two possible solutions are positive or negative 3i out of 2. Let's check our solutions by plugging them into the original equation of 4 times x squared plus 9, and that has to be equal to 0. Let's begin by plugging in x equals to positive 3i out of 2. This gives us 4 times 3i out of 2 times 3i out of 2 gives us 3 times 3 is 9. I times I is I to the second out of 2 times 2 is 4. So we have 4 times 9i squared out of 4 plus 9 has to be equal to 0. 4 out of 4 cancel into 1 and we get 9i squared plus 9 has to be equal to 0. We need to remember that I squared is equal to negative 1. So we get 9 times negative 1 plus 9 has to be equal to 0. 9 times negative 1 is negative 9 plus 9 has to be equal to 0, and we get negative 9 plus 9 is 0. So 0 is equal to 0. True statement. So first solution checks out. Let's check x is equal to negative 3i out of 2 by plugging it into the original equation. So we have negative 3i out of 2. So we have 4 times negative 3i out of 2 raised to the second power plus 9 is equal to 0. So we get 4 times, let's square negative 3i out of 2. Negative times negative gives us positive. 3i out of 2 times 3i out of 2 gives us 9i squared out of 4 plus 9 is equal to 0. 4 out of 4 cancel into 1 and we get 9i squared plus 9 is equal to 0. We need to remember that I squared is equal to negative 1. So we get 9 times negative 1 plus 9 is equal to 0. This gives us negative 9 plus 9 is equal to 0. Negative 9 plus 9 is 0. So 0 is equal to 0. So our solution of negative 3i out of 2 checks out. So our solution set is negative 3i out of 2 and positive 3i out of 2. So this is our solution. That's all.